Welcome to a quick guide to submitting a proposal to the 2024 Excite conference. My name is Victor, and I'm responsible for the conference as the events manager at Excite. The next Excite conference is planned for 5th till 8th June 2024 in Ljubljana, Slovenia. Most of the conference program comes from this call for proposals, and I'm here to show you how it works. In this video, I will cover only group submissions for the main conference parallel sessions and pre-conference all-day workshops. If you are more interested into submitting individually for one of our showcase sessions, watch the second part of this video linked in the description below. So, shall we? This year we are using the Xordo service for all submissions. To access the service, go to excite2024xordo.com and set up an account. You can find the link in the video description below. After logging in, you will see a dashboard where you can start your submission and later view and edit all your proposals. To start submitting, click the button Submit Your Abstract. You will see a submission guide and a series of steps to follow. It is a lot of steps, but don't worry, you don't have to follow all of them. After reading the guide, you can go to the first step, and here you will be asked to choose whether you are submitting as a group of speakers for the main conference or pre-conference, or whether you are submitting individually for one of our showcase sessions. In our case, we are submitting as a group of speakers, so simply mark the first option and click Done to go to the next step. The second step is about the submission format, which in our case is a selection of all the speaking opportunities at the upcoming conference. If you are submitting as a group of speakers, you want to choose either pre-conference workshop or main conference parallel sessions. The first two steps were purely administrative. The third step is where it gets interesting. Here, you need to write a title and abstract of your session proposal. This is the core of your proposal. And if your session is accepted, this will be published in the program. This is one of the key fields that will be reviewed. Make it concrete and convincing. The next step is also important. Step 4, authors. Here you provide details about all speakers involved in your session or workshop. To add a speaker, you need to provide us with their email. They will receive a session submission receipt and also an optional invitation to set up an Xordo account. With an account, they will be able to view and edit the submissions, but they don't have to set it up if they don't want to. Besides email affiliation and country, we need a short text about each speaker's contribution to the session. This is another important part that reviewers will look at, but this will not be published in the public program. Please write here in plain words what this speaker is bringing to the session and avoid detailing your speaker's biographies here. Also in this step, you can nominate one of the speakers or more to be the session facilitator. Many sessions need this important role to facilitate discussion and work with participants. And lastly, you can also let us know if you would like a speaker to join the session remotely. While our conference is in person first, and we expect most speakers to join us on site, we will offer a limited number of remote speaking spots, especially if it will bring new or outsider voices to your session. When adding speakers, you will also see that they can be marked either as corresponding author or presenting author. The presenting author is any person who will speak at the session. In fact, all your speakers are presenting authors. The corresponding author is additionally a contact person for your session. For example, we might contact this person to discuss session logistics. You can be both presenting and corresponding, but there can only be one corresponding author. After you gave us information about your speakers, go to step 5, where you can choose your session's topics. These are the keywords we will put in the program to help conference participants find sessions they are interested in. There are plenty to choose this year, and you can choose up to 3 from any of the topic groups. In the next step, step number 6, we ask you to provide a 1-sentence summary of your session. Do not ignore this step, please. This summary will be available publicly in an overview of the conference program in February 2024. And the next step depends on whether you are submitting for the main or the pre-conference. If you are submitting for the main conference sessions, you need to fill the step number 7. If you are submitting for a pre-conference, skip this step by clicking Done at the bottom of the page. In step 7, we ask how you plan to deliver your session. Here you can pick one of a few suggested session formats like panel, workshop, and so on, or suggest your own format. You can also optionally let us know how you should set up the room for your session, or if you have any special technical requirements at this stage. If you are submitting a pre-conference workshop, instead of step 7, fill step 8. And you can skip step 7 by clicking Done at the bottom of the page. Here you will need to attach a PDF with a draft scenario of the workshop to show reviewers what is your initial plan to fill the whole day of the pre-conference. You will also be able to inform us about your planned workshop capacity and share technical requirements or the default room setup you might need. After step 7 or step 8, you can skip all other steps until the last one, step 13. Here we ask you to make sure that if your session is successfully selected, your speakers are committed to attending the conference and they will cover the conference fees and other costs. After clicking Done on this step, your session will be officially submitted. You can always go back to your submissions and edit them as long as the call remains open. You can find all the important dates in the description of the video. And here is a quick summary of steps to follow if you are submitting as a group of speakers for the main conference sessions or pre-conference workshops. First, you need an account at excite2024xordo.com. When you submit, follow steps 1 till 6, and additionally step 7 for the main conference, or step 8 for pre-conference, and then step 13 to finalize your submissions. You can skip any steps that are not relevant for you by clicking Done at the bottom of each page. And that's that. That's all there is to submit a proposal for the Excite conference. If you need help, I'm here. Do not hesitate to write to me. We will also host a couple of live help webinars in October, and we have a speakers launch on LinkedIn. You can join. You can find all the links below. I can't wait to see all your creative and thought-provoking proposals, and I'm keeping my fingers crossed for positive reviews. See you in Ljubljana.